if you're preparing for prelims 2023, if you're preparing for mains 2023, and if you are wishing to write the exam in 2024 or in the upcoming years, then this video session and the upcoming video sessions in this series are really important and relevant for you guys. Hello everyone, this is me Sanadat Bhardwaj from Sri Ram's IS on an Academy's platform, bringing to you a very important video session. Now ये एक ही सेशन नहीं होने वाला है. This is going to be a series of sessions where we will be discussing important topics, relevant topics for you guys as far as science and technology is concerned. Science and tech is concerned. All right. Now, as far as this field or this, the subject of science and tech is, concerned, the topic itself seems very easy, very simple. लेकिन क्या होता है कि हमारी अप्रोच गलत होने की वजह से most of the times, maybe for many reasons, for various reasons, what happens is that we follow the towards achieving the entire knowledge in this subject, or sometimes we take up wrong topics. कई बार हम कई चीजों की डिटेल में चले जाते हैं which are not really relevant. So I am here with this series particularly to help you guys out in that process, let you know what are the topics that are relevant. And apart from that, like, of course, bring to you an entire team with me from Sri Ram's IS. This is the entire team of faculties. If you can see it here, this is me and just close to Sri Ram sir. And apart from that, the rest of the faculty team, which is at your disposal for your help and support so that you can achieve your dreams. The purpose here is to help you guys, to guide you, and to mentor you to help you achieve your success. ठीक है जी. A brief introduction about myself for individuals who are entering this session for the first time, who are looking at me and watching my videos for the first time. I've been in this field for about 11 odd years and I've taught various subjects. But apart from that, I've also prepared notes and I've mentored students in current affairs apart from all these subjects. Now, as far as current affairs are concerned, I have been lucky enough to have the right approach where I have been able to predict most of the questions. I'm saying that I have been predicting questions vis-a-vis various subjects and various in topics as far as current affairs are concerned. So what brings me to that level, or what has helped me, is something that I'm going to share with you guys in this span of upcoming series. There will be 4 to 5 sessions. आपको तहे दिल से उन्हें follow करना चाहिए. Apart from that, I look into this particular slide where I bring to you Sri Ram's IS tie up with an academy where we are going to bring you exceptional mentorship for UPSC civil services examination. अगर आपका dream है, if UPSC is your dream, if you want to crack this exam, then you should definitely watch through all the sessions that Sri Ram's IS is bringing to you guys. Apart from that, if you are availing through the Unacademy platform for Sri Ram's IS, then this is the code that you should use, SRIRAMS, and you can get an instant discount of 25%. Beyond that, flat 20% discount on almost all UPSC CSE subscriptions if you code, and any topic or any field or any subject that you have been wanting to cover. अगर आप श्री राम आईएएस के साथ जुड़ते हैं, then this is the opportunity that you can avail. ठीक है जी. There is no dearth of success of candidates a part of our classroom programs, and this is just a few candidates from our recent past. And 2022 में 2022 में all those candidates who have achieved single digit rank, double digit ranks, here is a list of many students. And beyond this, there are a number of students who have cracked the exam, they have cracked the code, and we are going to help you guys do that as well. All right, chalo, let's begin with our. Please remain calm, make sure that till the end of the session so that you get the maximum. All right. The first topic is summer or EMMS is associated with the defense sector. System for Advanced Manufacturing Assessment. This is Summer, and Electronic Maintenance Management System. Now, Summer Portal or EMMS, this was recently inaugurated by the defense minister. Summer basically serves as a standard for manufacturing companies, by which the defense manufacturing companies, they will be evaluated for their competence. Now it is an outcome of the collaboration of DRDO, number one. Apart from that, apart from DRDO, there will be QCI, which is the Quality Council of India. Now Quality Council of India, if you have been following news, is very important. Reason being, UPSC has indirectly and directly talked about it in their examination as well. बहुत बार इसके ऊपर सवाल भी आया है, direct questions भी रहे हैं, indirect questions भी रहे हैं. Now coming to EMMS, guys, as far as the questions are concerned, इस topic के ऊपर the kind of questions that you can see will be based on what summer is. Of course, not the full form. This is not SSC, with due respect to SSC, but in UPSC, you will not see, they will not be asking you the full forms. What they would be asking is that it is an initiative, for example, of Defense Ministry with DRDO. It is not, it is DRDO and QCI. Like, just to give you a broad idea as to the kind of question you can expect. Apart from that, as far as EMMS is concerned, it is Indian Air Force. It was launched by Indian Air Force. It is the largest maintenance repair overhaul, MRO. Largest, one of the largest maintenance repair overhaul. Purpose is, as compared to the rest of the world, it is one of the largest, of course, given that the size of fleet that India holds and the size of Indian Air Force that India has. Based on that, it has been designed and developed by the Indian IT giant, which is run by Azim Premji, wonderful individual. Now it seeks to seamlessly connect squadrons, air headquarters, purposes, interconnectivity, and the process through which Indian Air Force runs its है ना entire paper-based legacy of management maintenance systems, where see, whenever you have to take a flight, there are certain charts and there are certain books that you have to fill up, certain forms that you have to fill up, and then you have to maintain those records. And as far as those paper based records are concerned, they will be now transformed into EMFs through EMMS portal. They will be transformed into the IT form. All right, that is what they are expecting to do. Very important, very relevant as far as mains is concerned as well. तो आप भी उसके एग्जाम्पल्स यूज कर सकते हैं. So be prepared for that. Beyond that, for example, we will be moving on to the next topic. इतना ही है, इससे ज्यादा इसमें करने की जरूरत नहीं. For example, vinyl chloride. So vinyl chloride is basically a chemical which is very important for us. Reason being, very recently in East Palestine, Ohio, on 3rd February, there was an attack on the tracks, right? And that attack used vinyl chloride. 10 of these coaches which were sent off on fire. 10 of these coaches, they were tankers carrying hazardous chemicals, including the vinyl chloride and the butyl acrylate. Now these chemicals are very associated with increased risk of cancer and environmental. EPA has said that inhaling of vinyl chloride is related to a rare form of liver cancer as well, which affects human beings. So we need to be very careful with this chemical. So it has not happened in India, it has happened in the West. Now, what happens when it burns? Vinyl chloride sends phosgene and hydrogen chloride, slip of tongue, sorry. So hydrogen chloride into the air, and that, of course, HCl itself, like can cause your acid rings. But still, phosgene is a highly toxic, colorless gas. It has a strong odor. Strong odor helps you detect the gas, but otherwise, it is colorless, highly toxic, and can cause vomiting, breathing troubles, and is used as a chemical weapon in the past, weapon during the World War One. Chloride is in the gaseous form with a strong odor, primarily affecting the human skin, eyes, nose. causes throat irritation basically, and that happens almost everywhere you see. Polluted air, as far as, for example, in Delhi, if you see polluted air, the major reason is because hydrogen fumes and chloride fumes or chlorate fumes, they enter into the air, they have some reactions. Hydrogen chloride is formed when rain happens. That hydrogen chloride gets mixed with water, gets down in the form of acid rain, also has an impact on monuments and structures, just like it had an impact on your Taj Mahal, है ना, a couple of years back, and that is why major industries were shut down in the region, particularly in the case of Mathura. Clear than air, which means they will not rise up, they will settle down, and they will settle down in the low-lying areas. Standard of living bad or a low, so their vulnerability increases, right? So vinyl chloride, we got to know what is kind of gas. It has a disease burden, yes, and then moving on to next topic, and that is REAM 2023, recently world's first global summit on AI. Very recently, Elon Musk was asked about nuclear weapons, about nuking the entire planet of Mars, for example. And if you remember, if you've seen that terraforming was the idea that he wanted to convert Mars's atmosphere into something which is similar to Earth's atmosphere by heating it up using nuclear weapons. And he was of the opinion, back in that interview, he was discussing this, that nukes are far less dangerous than artificial intelligence. Very recently, I don't know if you have read this news or not, and this news particularly did not uh, enter into the surkhiyan, so-called surkhiyon mein nahi aayi. क्यों? क्योंकि it was really filled with gore and it had some issues and challenges. The idea is that this news talked about, in a robotics lab in Japan. Listen very carefully, guys. In a robotics lab in Japan, there were a couple of robots who were being trained on the basis of artificial intelligence. And what happened was they killed somewhere around 28 odd scientists, robots, killed 28 odd scientists working on that AI. And the worrisome or the troublesome situation is that once out of four, three were killed robots. I'm saying that they were killed. Let's call them dismantled, है ना, dismantle हो गए. चौथा जो था, it started rebuilding itself by connecting itself to some satellite, and through that satellite seeking information as to how to rebuild or how to build a robot. And then it rebuilt itself, and by the time it was dismantled, let's call it dismantled, managed to kill a few more individuals. So that is the grim reality, and that is why this topic becomes important. Responsible artificial intelligence, very important. Is basically to bring together governments, corporations, academia is institutions, educational institutions, civil society, to raise awareness, discuss issues, and possibly maybe agree on certain common principles. So at least the process of artificial intelligence, we can regulate, that can happen, then probably we are on the right track. India wasn't a part of this summit, whereas India is one of the leading nations where artificial intelligence is being taken up. It is one of the leading nations जहां पर आपको artificial intelligence based startups भी मिल रहे हैं. It was co-hosted by the Republic of Korea, of course, which is not North Korea, South Korea. What was the theme? Myth busting artificial intelligence, breaking down the characteristics of artificial intelligence. That was the idea. All right. Now, as far as the aim of the conference or aim of the event is concerned, it was to put the topic of responsible artificial intelligence in military domain at a higher political agenda. नहीं तो उसको neglect किया जा रहा है, अभी तक इसके ऊपर काम नहीं हो पा रहा है. to mobilize and activate a wide group of stakeholders so that civil society, governments, academia, companies, institutions, they all partake in this process, and to foster and increase the knowledge insofar as artificial intelligence. Moving on to the next topic, dark galaxy. Recently, certain Italian researchers and scientists, they have discovered a dark galaxy, or what they are calling it is invisible galaxy, using Atacama millimeter array, ALMA. ALMA is important, and what is that is also important. Further, I hope you are looking, watching through this because I have a bread, I have a thought for you, and that is, I don't know how many of you guys, and I'm not talking about, or maybe like even if you know you belong to that culture, अगर आप चाइना से हैं and आप you belong to that culture, or if you are from Southeast Asia, you may be belonging to that culture. I'm not asking you for having it for dinner, although this individual species is one of the most robust species. Everything gets destroyed after nuclear war. These species will still survive. Huh? So cockroach with startups. That is where a youth student's mind should turn. They are recently in news, they are in vogue. I will talk about it in the upcoming sessions, in the upcoming series. Please make sure to follow it. Please make sure to read about it so that when I cover it, you are able to ask questions. I'll answer them, you'll ask questions. All right? Chaliye. Acha, any questions that you have, if you've not understood anything, you can always comment in this particular video and डाल दीजिएगा. I will reply to that comment for sure. Make sure to share this video with others, all those individuals who are preparing as well. All right. Now, gravitational lensing technique. What is this gravitational lensing technique that these Italian researchers have used? Because direct questions आते हैं science and tech के अंदर, तो यही direct question के लिए we are preparing ourselves as well. Gravitational lensing technique is an effect of Einstein's theory of general relativity. Simply put, mass bends light because of gravitational field. So what happens is, like for example, if you have some light traveling like this in a straight line, and when it is traveling like mass of celestial body exists here, so what would happen? The gravitational pull, the will start, and this is known as gravitational lensing, because you can actually use this technique to look behind the black hole. Black hole के पीछे देखा जा सकता है, because black hole itself tends to, for example, bend the light like this, like it will bend the light. So what you can do is, you will see black hole, and then when you see at the at the corona, just like you have the corona of the sun, just at the outer edge, you can actually see what is far behind, right here behind black hole. That is like a really wonderful technique. Imagine, like, I don't know if you've seen that movie called Wanted, not Salman Khan, one where he's flying around like this. I don't know if you've seen that movie where Angelina Jolie, and I forgot the name of the actor. Of course, I would forget the name of the actor, but that guy, he could twist bullets in the air by firing it like that, right? With failure of physics, demise of every physicist, fundamental physicist. But yes, bullets can turn in while mid-air. So that actually can happen with light based on gravitational waves and gravitational field. ठीक है जी? चलो, now that is gravitational lensing technique. That is the same thing that has been explained there. इसमें और but it is young. The dark galaxy is, it is interstellar rate of 1,000 times before stars, 1,000 times the Milky Way. Now, a minute, they are creating 1,000 stars a minute. That is what is happening. All right. Coming to the array or the observatory that has been used. Now, Atacama Large Millimeter Array is ALMA is actually an international partnership between the European Space Observatory, the European Southern Observatory, which is a partnership with US, Japan, Canada, Taiwan, Korea, and Chile. These are one, two, three, four, five, six countries working together in the European Southern Observatory, world's largest ground-based facility where you can observe the space. It is located at Chayanantor Plateau, northern Chile. Chayanantor. All right. थोड़ा pronunciation weird है, but still. ठीक है जी. Just remember where it is because direct questions can come from here as well. People are perplexed कि क्या सवाल पूछा यूपीएससी ने ये सवाल पूछा. It allows scientists to unravel long standing and important astronomical mysteries, so that where the cosmic origin happened, like we can look past in the past as well. That can happen because time, light, where it originated from, it traveled a couple of years and then reached you. तो आप उस लाइट को देखते हैं जो कुछ साल बाद आप तक पहुंची है, and it has been existent for so many years, but you're seeing the phase of light which was existent a couple of years, million years back, billion years back, maybe, right, depending upon what you're looking at. Is travel in the past. Further, APJ, India's first hybrid rocket from Tamil Nadu's Pattipulam. The APJ National Foundation and the Space Zone, we have completed a project called as the APJ Abdul Kalam Science Satellite Vehicle Mission 20 sound first, and it has the first private players in India. This is privatizing space technologies or privatizing space in India, just like in the West, particularly in the United States, space companies like the Elon Musk's company SpaceX. Now, as far as the hybrid rocket is concerned, it has both as well as solid fuel rockets. Now, solid fuel is burnt in the combination with liquid oxidizers to produce the thrust as well. Okay, on that the solid hybrid rocket is typically made up of a polymer. That is how it is solid, and that polymer is, for example, a hydroxyl terminated polybutadiene, HTPB. Hydroxyl terminated, so there is a hydroxyl group at the polybutadiene polymer. Butadiene, diene means if there are four, buta means four, 1, 2, 3. Imagine if you have di this, like this, and there is a hydroxyl group OH here and one. This is hydroxyl terminated because it is terminating the ends. Polybutadiene. But means 4, diene means and all right. Now that is the structure. Isme just imagine that this carbon chain is elongated. So alternate single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond. They are generally simpler and safe to manufacture, and that allows us to bring down the cost. Far more is safer than both liquid as well as solid rockets. That is why that played, and that is why it is relevant as well. By that, let's move further. Now, when you talk about, say, Survey of India, can you just give me a couple of seconds? Just a couple of seconds. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. So recently, the center has officially released the National Geospatial Policy for India. And that National Geospatial Policy is based on the strength of Survey of India, the National Survey and Mapping Organization of the country, that comes under DST, that is Department of Science and Technology. It is the oldest department of government of India. 1767 में establish हुआ था to help consolidate all the territories of British East India Company. 1767, imagine that. And it has been assigned the role as the national principal mapping agency. The entire set of maps that are created in India is based on the Survey of India, and headquarters are in Dehradun, Uttarakhand. India's principal mapping agency comes under DST, Ministry of Science and Tech, for expeditious and of the country, and is headed by the Surveyor General of India. This organization, this institution was recently in news. Geospatial policy was moving on. Is recently there have been studies therapy for many with cancer. So what we learn from the topic is just one thing, and that is cancer. That do not go into any more details. I would call it a day, because I am going to bring to you more and more topics and more concepts in the upcoming session. Just like this, I would talk about how important and how relevant it is for you guys. What are the topics you are going to be covering? What are the needs and what are the processes that you should be covering in what manner? Of course, and certainly, acha, apart from that, just to tell you that I will be back with brand new topics in the field of science and tech. Make sure to follow this series throughout. Through this series, I'm telling you again, we will be covering important topics of science and tech from the last 1.5 years. Make sure that you are a part of all the that Sri Ram IS brings to you. Make sure that you stay tuned. Make sure that you follow me on Unacademy's platform. Make sure you follow Sri Ram's IS on Unacademy's platform. We are giving you every single day loads and loads of free live classes. Be a part of this initiative. Make sure that your strategy for preparation is robust. Take our support, take our help, and you would glide through. Trust me. Take care. God bless you all. Bye bye. This is me, Sanat Bhardwaj from Sri Ram's IS, signing off. Thank you.